Hark, O soul, and incline the ear of your heart. For there is a whisper from the eternal, a divine invitation etched upon your very being, calling you into the profound and silent depths of his presence. It is a call to rest in the ocean of his love, to be still and know that he is God, and your brain, bless its cotton socks, immediately replies with, "Still? Do you know how many episodes of that show I still have to watch? Also, I think I forgot to buy avocados. Are avocados a fruit or a vegetable? Let's Google it. Oh look, a notification. I wonder if that squirrel I saw yesterday is back. He looked like he had important squirrel business. We should probably pray for him. And his business. If this internal monologue sounds even remotely familiar, then welcome, beloved child of God, to a spiritual path designed for minds that operate like a web browser, with 1,000 tabs open simultaneously, all of them auto-playing different videos. You carry within you a sacred longing for communion with the Most High, and you have been gifted a mind that thinks in glorious, chaotic, magnificent technicolor. You have not been disqualified from the deep waters of contemplative prayer. On the contrary, you are uniquely equipped, you just need a different kind of map. This is a journey into the heart of holiness, guided by saints who were the champions of wrestling with a distractible mind, and powered by your own wonderfully unique brain. We will not seek to silence your mind, for that would be like trying to silence a waterfall with a tea towel. No, we shall learn to swim in it, to find the sacred currents within the delightful chaos. Prepare to discover that your path to God is not in spite of your buzzing mind, but in a strange and holy way, through it. Let us first speak with reverence of what contemplative prayer truly is. It is a gaze of love, a wordless knowing, an intimate sharing between friends, as the glorious Saint Teresa of Avila taught. It is the soul's simple, loving attention to God, who is ever present and gazes upon us with infinite tenderness. It is the sublime gift of resting in the divine embrace, and our brain hears rest, and immediately stages a 5-act opera about that embarrassing thing we said in 2007, complete with a full orchestra, a chorus of anxiety, and a grand finale featuring every single item on our to-do list, which has now achieved the dramatic weight of saving the world from an asteroid. This is not a spiritual failing, it is simply Tuesday. The ADHD mind is a gift, but its gift wrapping is often crinkly, loud, and filled with hyperactive confetti. God not only knows this, he delights in the whole spectacular show. Turn your heart, then, to the saints, those spiritual titans who are not stone statues but heavenly coaches cheering you on. Consider the magnificent Saint Teresa of Avila. She spoke of her mind as a wild horse. Let us be honest. For many of us, it is not so much a wild horse as it is a pack of squirrels on a triple-shot espresso who have just discovered the sport of parkour inside a cathedral. Teresa's holy wisdom was not to shoot the squirrels, but to smile and gently, with heroic patience, try to point them towards the altar. Her message, resonating through the ages, is this: your effort to return to God, born of love, is infinitely more precious to him than an effortless, perfect focus you do not possess. Every time you lovingly redirect a squirrel, you are performing an act of heroic love. And behold the little flower, Saint Thérèse of Lisieux. She, a doctor of the church, confessed, "I would like to practice mental prayer, but I get so tired." She experienced spiritual dryness that would make the Sahara look like a water park. Her solution was not to strive harder, but to love more simply. She would fall asleep in prayer and be content that fathers love their children even when they are sleeping. She would offer her distractions to God as a bouquet of wonderfully weird wildflowers. Her little way is the ultimate spiritual life hack for us. When your brain offers you a shopping list instead of a psalm, simply say, "Jesus, I offer you this holy desire for groceries," and trust that he smiles. Then there is the gentle giant, St. Francis de Sales. His wisdom is a balm for the easily discouraged soul. He taught that if you do nothing for an entire hour of prayer but continually bring your heart back from its million mental holidays, that hour is exceptionally well spent. He is the patron saint of the "oops, I'm thinking about Vikings again" moment. His guidance is a divine permission slip to be imperfect. He asks us not to fight our distractions like a gladiator, but to treat them like flies in summer. We don't get angry and burn the house down. We simply gently shoo them away and again and again. And what of the brilliant Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the man with a plan? He gave us imaginative prayer, which is practically a divine invention for a brain with a Hollywood-sized special effects budget. While other methods ask you to quiet the movie theater of your mind, Ignatius hands you a camera and says, "Let's make an epic." He invites you to use your vivid imagination, your sensory richness, to step right into the Gospels. You get to smell the dust of Galilee, hear the voice of Christ, feel the cloth of his robe. This is not cheating. This is sanctifying the very gift of your vibrant inner world. Now let us forge these sacred insights into practical, holy, and sometimes hilarious actions. First, you must create a divine no-fly zone for brain goblins. Find a spot, a single chair, a corner of a room, and declare it, with all the authority of heaven, your sacred space. This is where you meet with the King of the universe. It doesn't have to be fancy, but when you are there, the rules are different. The first rule is, your phone, that glowing rectangle of infinite distraction and soul-sucking vortex of doom scrolling, is hereby banished. Cast it into another room. Seriously, you wouldn't bring a screaming goose into a library. Don't bring your phone into your meeting with God. Begin with a sacred ritual. Trace the sign of the cross with intention. Say aloud, "O Lord, I am here. It's me, the one with the squirrels. I desire to be with you. Please accept the next few minutes of this beautiful mess as my gift of love." Second, we shall master the art of holy drive-bys or spiritual snacking. The notion of an hour of silent prayer can be so terrifying it makes us want to go clean the grout in the bathroom with a toothbrush instead. So we shall not do that. We shall start with what is hilariously achievable. 3 minutes. Yes, 180 seconds. You have spent more time deciding what to watch on Netflix. Set a gentle timer. For these 3 minutes, you will make your attempt. When the timer goes off, you have succeeded. You have triumphed. You are a champion of contemplative prayer. Do this once or twice a day. These holy drive-bys accumulate grace and build momentum without triggering the overwhelming desire to flee. God is not impressed by the length of your prayer, but by the love with which you show up, even for a moment. Third, you must choose your sacred anchor, the holy browser tab you keep trying to return to. Your mind will wander. That is a given. The secret is having a home base to wander back to. The breath of life. God breathed life into you. Pay him back by paying attention to it. Gently notice your breath. Inhale the peace of Christ. Exhale the chaos of the squirrels. Don't try to control it. Just notice it. Every breath is a prayer when done with loving awareness. The sacred word. Choose a single word. Jesus. Abba. Love. Maranatha. Let this word be your anchor. When your mind sails off to plan next year's vacation, you simply return to the shore of your word. Repeat it slowly, silently. It is not magic, it is a lifeline of love. It is the holy name you whisper in a crowded room to get the attention of your beloved. The holy gaze. Place an icon, a crucifix, or a candle before you. Gaze upon it softly. When your mind begins to narrate a documentary about the history of cheese, you gently bring your eyes and your heart back to the holy object. You are using the gift of sight to sanctify your attention. Fourth, we must sanctify the wiggles. We shall call it wiggle worship. If the command "be still" makes every cell in your body want to run a marathon, then for heaven's sake, move, but do it with holy purpose. The holy pacing path. Walk slowly back and forth in a room. Dedicate each step to a person you wish to pray for, or coordinate your steps with your sacred word. This channels your physical energy into a moving prayer, a sacred dance before the Lord. Sanctified fidgeting. Use a rosary. The passing of beads through your fingers is a profoundly grounding, tactile anchor. You don't even have to be praying the formal rosary. Just hold it, feel it, let it be your holy fidget spinner. Trace the sign of the cross on your knee. Clasp and unclasp your hands, offer the wiggles up. Lord, receive this holy fidgeting as a sacrifice of praise. Fifth, and most sacred of all, is the practice of the gentle redirection. This is the absolute core of the practice. Your mind will wander. The act of prayer is not in the wandering, but in the returning. Imagine your mind as a ridiculously enthusiastic golden retriever puppy. You tell it to stay. It stays for half a second, sees a leaf blow by, and sprints off in delirious joy. You do not scream at the puppy. Your heart melts. You smile, you call its name gently, and you invite it back. You must treat your own mind with this same tender, amused compassion. When you find yourself suddenly composing a mental TED Talk on the optimal way to load a dishwasher, you do not despair. You smile. You acknowledge the sheer absurdity and creativity of your own mind. You say internally, "That was a truly excellent point about the cutlery basket, my friend. Bravo." Now let us gently return to the Lord Jesus. Escorting a friendly drunk butterfly out of a cathedral, that is the energy we are aiming for. Gentle, amused, persistent. Every single return is a thunderous victory of love that makes all the angels in heaven applaud. This journey is for your whole life. There will be days of profound peace, where you feel a deep connection. There will be other days where your prayer time feels like you spent 20 minutes trying to herd cats in a wind tunnel. Both are pleasing to God. Your feelings do not determine the value of your prayer. your faithful, loving presence does. So, beloved soul, be not afraid. God, the divine artist, has created in you a masterpiece of energy, creativity, and light. He invites you to bring the whole glorious, chaotic, hilarious, and holy mess of yourself to Him in prayer. Use these tools, laugh at yourself, be unfathomably kind to yourself, and trust in the sacred process. He is not waiting for you to be perfect. He is waiting for you to be present. He loves the squirrels. He loves the opera. He loves the mental pop-up ads. He loves you infinitely. Now go and offer Him the magnificent prayer of your one wild and precious life.